Bum, 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 bum. Welcome, everybody,
It
to
didn't pop up.
the Jake and Josh show. Let's see, who do we have in? I saw our very first guest right here, Leroy. We got Dan. There's Flips Finds Fun. Yep, thanks for joining. What's up, Tracy?
Tracy? Why Tracy?
That when I say her name that way, it just calls Krillin. Like he'll be here in about an hour.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's his time that he usually starts roaming
What's up,
around.
Louie? Yes, guys. Uncle B will be here in just a moment. We just want to say hey to everybody. What's up, Justin? Thanks for hanging out.
He decided to disappear tonight. He didn't decide to come, really.
Dory. Yeah, guys, we're just going to have a still frame thumbnail. That's all that Jimmy sent to us. Ooh, is this the night that Jake eats vegetarian bacon? Challenge accepted. I can't accept challenges for Yaakov, but
What?
He can't type on the YouTube channel. I'm just
No, I
reading
can't type on the YouTube channel. It's not letting me. I'm gonna have to get another computer. I'm gonna have to use a phone, and people hate it when I go like. But I'm trying to talk to you people, so that's how I do it.
But hey, everybody, thanks for hanging out. Let us know in the, I'm switching things up. If you guys have any questions for myself, Yaakov, Jimmy when he jumps in, please just throw those questions down there. I saw a few already, and I'll let Jimmy answer for himself. Jimmy's been doing great things, guys, but there's a reason that you've only seen pre-recorded. Guys, this is an intervention for Jimmy. If you guys didn't know, we're
intervening.
Yeah. Like I actually sent him the wrong link to a different StreamYard right now. So he's waiting in some other background.
He's apparently on the chat, so
we're gonna bring him in a little bit. But hope everybody's doing good tonight. Thanks for hanging out. We love doing this. Yaakov and I were actually talking about this last night. Yaakov, didn't you do a live last night?
I did do a live last night, and I think a lot of you guys were there.
Dory said she's got a notepad ready to take notes. Ooh. I don't know how good the information is going to be tonight, but we will try our best. Dory. Tracy is bailing Jimmy out of jail.
Oh, okay. As long as we know.
As soon as he can get to a reliable Wi-Fi network, he will be with us, guys. Hey, what's up, Ken? Thanks for hanging out, buddy.
Cat dropped in. Leroy dropped in. Hello, everybody.
What's up, Kat? Great show tonight, Kat. And you did good trying to, get Tim in there as well. That was a really, really good show. Had some good numbers in there, too. That was really good. There's my beautiful wife. Thanks for doing the quick photos of some yarn for me. Oh, Jimmy's the guest. We just lost someone.
All right. Goodbye, Dan. I don't think he was here last week for you anyway.
What's up, Annie? All right, so Yaakov, are you ready for tonight's guest?
Well, I have to have a notepad because I know nothing literally about MetroCard. No, that's not going to do the trick. I know nothing about action figures, so I'm going to be writing and hopefully typing on the side because I still don't have access to the YouTube typing.
Hey, what's up, Amy? Amy, did you get to 1,000? I know they were trying, and I was back and forth on that chat, so please let us know.
Which chat? Whose was it? What I missed?
She was in Kat's chat, and she was 4 away.
4?
She was on there. Yeah.
Oh, that's a big drum roll.
Super good. All right, guys.
Ooh, here's a notepad.
Please give it up.
Ready.
This guy, a legend. I'm gonna try not to get emotional because this guy reached out to me when I was just a little tadpole in the YouTube community, and I was nervous. I probably it looked like a drunk dial when I messaged him back on Instagram, when he says, "Do you want to jump on a show with me?" And I am honored to have him on a show now with Jake and myself. Can you guys give it up for? Do we want to use the real name? Because I want to be honoring. I'm going to use the real name. Uncle B's Old School Flips, Jimmy the Man.
What's up? Oh, my camera's angled down or up.
You're just showing off more toys.
Again, I'm not a part of the hat
I'm gonna
club.
show off John Elway up there, the greatest of all time. Well, that's a whole nother
You
story.
give me a hat.
What's going on?
What's up, man? Yes, she did. She made
Drum
one.
roll.
Hey, that is awesome.
What's up?
That is awesome. So, I am serious about last night's chat. That if you did change the name, I think you do have a good one.
Yeah, Dapper Hippo.
Yeah.
Meta, so meta.
Dapper Hippo So Meta.
Dapper
Guys,
Hippo,
what do you think? What do you think?
I didn't steal that in any way, shape, or form.
I love the original creativity that you put behind that.
I have that kind of creativity right off the top of my head. I was like, you know what? Dapper Hippo So Meta. Flip
And
up.
you know what else?
Come up with Uncle B.
I think you should change your logo to a jumping dolphin also. I think it'd be totally
Jump. I'm gonna have it jumping through like fire rings just to give it a little edge.
just as Dapper.
I don't want to steal anybody's name or logo or anything.
Yakov's going for the flat brim, guys.
I can't because you guys, I feel like left out here.
Well,
I have mine bent a little. I found it that way though when I bought it.
Now you don't even see my eyes. I really hate caps.
the first question, is he still hungover?
Maybe. Hold on, let me do a
Wear
read.
it like that.
Yeah, here we go. Welcome, Jimmy. Welcome, Jimmy. Jimmy, the camera's this way.
Jimmy, can you hear me, Jimmy?
Let
Jimmy.
my luscious locks grow out. Look at that, huh?
Yeah, man.
That's why I'm wearing a hat these days.
But man, dude, I am so honored that you could hang out with us tonight. Like,
Yeah, man.
guys, if you don't, I've told the story a few times, but yes, Jimmy was the one that got to notice, like, when I first got into the game, and I was like, yeah, 30 subs. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom, and all my cousins.
All 6 of my emails that I subscribed to myself with. Yes, thank you. But it was you and Frank, right? You guys were doing some of your daily lives back in the day, and dude, you reached out to me and you said, "Hey, man, jump on a show," and you even moved the show time around for me. Like,
hey, man. I mean, it's not like we're big time or anything, but yeah, I mean, I was watching. You were on Joey Bada Bing's. You were live with him, and I was like, all right, this guy's got some good energy. So I went and watched some of your videos. Like, okay, he's making better videos than me, so I better bring him onto my show. So down the road, I can write his coattails. I'm just joking. Obviously, I'm joking about that, but no, I was like, no, you were putting out good content and good information, and anybody that does this can appreciate the effort and the work that goes into making videos like you are, and selling and doing the selling, especially part-time like you are. So
yeah.
I saw it and recognized it, and I'm definitely just instantly thought you deserved, a push.
No, thanks, man. Like that really like got me motivated. I was listening to what is it, the Two Guys Without a Job podcast, Lonnie, and they had Tesla on there, and they were just talking about that, just the quick little plug, the thing that helps and stuff like that, man. I'll always be indebted to you. I really will, man.
Yeah, man. We shut down open mic for you, as Dan said. You are a big deal.
It really was. Like, Frank doesn't even talk to me anymore. It's just, gosh, man. No, but thanks so much, man. And I got to know Dan. Like, I know Dan's a good friend of yours. He was on the show last week. You guys have really just accepted me into the Colorado family.
Right.
I'll be live with Aaron on Thursday.
Really?
Myself and Mrs. Flips.
Nice.
Well, unless that was supposed to be a surprise. Sorry, Aaron. But
Aaron from
Best Offer Queen.
Very nice.
So
Awesome.
Oh, okay. There we go. You see, I have to get back on. I have to get on the phone. I have no chat. I have to get in the chat.
just mute it, Yakov. Just mute it.
I did.
But
you could continue.
yes, Jimmy, for everybody who is meeting you for the first time, who is Jimmy? Who is Uncle B?
Oh,
Like, what is an old school flip? Like, are you still taking checks? Like, what is this?
what is Uncle B's old school flips?
Yeah.
Where'd you come up with the idea?
Well, Uncle B. So B has been my nickname my whole life. My family calls me B. My brothers and sisters and my mom, they all call me B. My brother gave me that nickname when I was born because he's only 14 months older than me, and he tried to say brother or baby or whatever, and it just came out B. And so my mom started calling me B, and it literally just stuck. If you were ever around my family and I was there, you wouldn't even hear the name Jimmy. It's just B. And then my nephews now call me Uncle B, so that's simple as that. But I've always wanted it to be old school flips, and I literally couldn't decide. So I was like, you know what? I don't care. It's not like, I was like you. I have 10 subscribers, whatever. Let's just name it whatever. And I don't know, old school. That's kind of, honestly, it's one of those backwards. It's like a reverse thing. I came up with the idea of the logo with the school sign.
Yeah.
And then like a graffiti, and then like a rock look, old school rock look, and an old school graffiti look to it.
The best way I can describe that is like Run DMC, Aerosmith, combined with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Right. So that's why I came up with the logo first. I literally thought of that in my head first, and I was like,
that's nice.
So I'm just gonna make that my name. I've been thinking of dropping the Uncle B's. I don't know. Nah,
man. I see it. I see you branding into the cereal world. Uncle B's. Uncle B's Honey Crisps. I'm telling you, man.
O's.
You ain't gonna get any money from Aunt Jemima or Uncle Ben's.
There's a market out there. And just put that thumbnail on the box.
Put that thumbnail.
Great look. So much fun. You want your kids eating Uncle B's old school flips?
No, it's from Colorado. No, we don't.
Yeah, when did it get started? What year? After what year?
After what year? Yeah.
But yeah. So, Yakov, how do you know Jimmy? What do you know Jimmy as? Like, I know you've been in some of his chats and videos and stuff. How do you describe Jimmy, Yakov?
How do I describe Jimmy? I describe Jimmy as the toy man.
I
think that's pretty universal.
Or now the Halo person.
Halo. That's Halo is just funny to me. Like I still know nothing about the game. I still have Google Lens is my best friend when it comes to Halo, and a lot of Google search to find out who's who in Halo. But I know they are worth money.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with Yakov. Jimmy, I think it was funny. There was a lot of people that didn't even know that I had connected with you. And then when I found my first couple of toys, they were like, you need to go find Uncle B's old school flips on Instagram and message him the toys that you have. And I was like, yeah. Like, yeah, I know who he is. But that's how universal you were with just knowledge. Like, where did that love come from? Like, where did the natural love for kind of like toys and stuff come from?
Well, I've always been kind of like, I always, for starters, I've always said nerd is a compliment. I'm a nerd. To me, it's a compliment. Like, I love video games. I grew up watching cartoons and playing with toys my whole, as a child. So I just, and then I have two boys. One's 19 and one's 16. But when they were growing up, I really paid attention to the toys they liked. Tried to make sure they got the toys that they wanted, and and knew the names of their characters and the toys that they're playing with. Like they played with a lot of Power Rangers. Well, now the Power Rangers that they played with just 10, 11, 12 years ago are worth quite a bit of money now. Worth a lot of money now. And like Ben 10, my youngest loved Ben 10. I got to know all. So between the stuff that I knew when I was growing up.
Yeah.
That I played with that I loved. Like I loved Transformers, I loved G.I. Joes, I loved Thundercats, He-Man. I mean, I had them all. Dan knows he had the same kind of toys as I did. Silverhawks was my favorite. I have a Silverhawk. Most people are like, oh, Silverhawks, what? But I loved all those toys. And then, so I guess when I had boys, it was like, man, I get to kind of relive it and get, make sure, see them play with the toys that they love as well.
Did you jump straight into toys, or did it?
I did not sell toys at all at first. I didn't know they had the value that they did.
No.
I mainly started off with electronics and clothes. I think like most resellers do.
I'm there.
Right.
No.
What's
In fact, I was checking out your first video.
Oh boy.
There you go.
Awful. Did I make eye contact with the camera at all?
No, but what I did love is when you showed your what sold, it was the multi-tab windows of how you opened eBay 17 times.
That's right.
And you clicked on each one. But he is right. I think you had like a hockey jersey.
Yep.
You had like
Arizona Coyotes vintage black with the old logo. I remember that.
Yeah. I was looking at it, and that was the one thing that I was going to say. I was like, no, when you got into it, man, I saw you had clothes laying around. You kind of, did you go after things that you thought were just going to be easy to list and ship or what?
Yeah, I went after, I didn't have the time to source like I do now. And, a lot of it was stuff that I learned on YouTube. Just watching people and what they sell. Nobody really does. There's not a lot of videos about toys. There's not.
No.
There's a lot of videos about clothes. There's a lot of videos about electronics and video games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so that's the stuff I learned, and I went out and bought. I saw a video. I went to Ross a couple times. I did good buying shoes at Ross. It was definitely hard to put that kind of investment into it early on, spending that much for shoes compared to like yard sale and Goodwill. But I still did pretty good there. But it wasn't. Is it Quick and Dirty? Is that the name of the YouTube channel? You guys heard of them?
I've heard of it, but I haven't watched a lot of it.
Yeah, so the guy all I know is the guy wears like spy glasses to record. Like he doesn't wear a GoPro. He wears like glasses, and they haven't been on a lot because I think they had a baby or something. But they were buying up toys like crazy, and that's where I saw it. Like I literally told my wife, I was like, this couple right here buys all kinds of toys, and they're doing really good selling them. And after I watched that video, I'm gonna start learning toys, and I couldn't even believe toys are just they're easy to find. They're at all kinds of yard sales and thrift stores are full of them, easy to ship, and I don't think I've had a toy return yet. And I'm not even knocking one. I'm not even scared to say because I have yet to have one. Toys don't get returned. Like people just keep them.
Yeah. And you've definitely helped me out on a lot of stuff. I wanted to celebrate with something that Jimmy helped me with. We did a live unboxing of a huge WWE lot that I had got. Because Jimmy gave me good advice. He helped me. Dan was in the chat. Dan helped me. Ken was in the chat. A lot of people there. I can successfully say right now I've made over $200. I was doing the math real quick. Wow. On 11 figures out of 89.
Nice, man.
I paid $35 for all 89. Jimmy said, take the time, look them up, list them one by one.
Yep.
Because I'm a fast flipper. I love it. I wanted to be like, oh, here's 5. I'm going to put 5 up there for $25 and let them go.
Yeah.
And I would have made my money. But I'm sitting on, I have the box next to me. I still have at least 60 to list,
Yep.
To where this could potentially head into a lot of money. So, thank you so much.
Yeah, for sure, man.
But now you're going to help other people, okay?
All right.
I'm going to name a fellow reseller YouTuber, and you have to think if they bought a toy from you, what toy they would buy. Which toy are you shipping to this YouTube?
You don't know what you got yourself into saying yes, Jimmy.
Okay.
You don't know what you got yourself into.
Okay.
Oh, cool. That sounds almost fun.
All right. So first one up, and she's in the chat. Cat the Nurse Flipper. Boom. Sale comes in. It's Cat the Nurse Flipper. What toy did Cat buy?
It's definitely a plush, and it's gonna be like a large. I think so. Right now, I have a large, huge plush. It's Big Bird. So if we're talking to stuff off my shelf, it's like a 3 foot tall Big Bird from the 80s. That's a
good one. That is a good one. I like that one. That was a quick response. Okay. Next up, he was also in the chat because I love what everybody's thought process is. Dave Tesla Picker.
Oh man.
Make the purchase. What toy is he keeping?
From my shelf, huh?
Yeah.
That's
or anything that you've sold. Anything that you have good knowledge about that you've sold and you'd be like, boom, that's the order that Dave just made.
You got any
Tesla? So this is because he's a basketball fan.
Yeah, okay.
His kids are awesome basketball players. I mean, they are. If you watch his videos, those kids are just amazing at basketball. So I have a Shaquille O'Neal. He had an action figure that was part of the Marvel line, I believe. I'd have to look up the name, but I either had it or I still have it, like Shaq Steel or something like that. I'll have to look it up. I had that action figure. I might have sold it though. So because his kids are great at basketball and because he loves basketball, I'm gonna say that's it. And I'll have to look up I know Dan. If Dan, look up what's the name of that action figure that Shaq had.
Yeah,
it definitely existed, and I either sold it or I still have it.
Okay.
I don't have it. Well, if we're talking about the stuff I have on the shelf.
Right, and that's good because that's what you have the best. See, look, he said, "Yep, yes for sure." And
well, you could also go with any of the Funkos if you have a Funko Pop.
Yeah, I don't have hardly any Funkos. I usually look for Funkos, but a lot of them you scan are not worth even picking up.
Right.
I've had a couple I've picked up that were worth selling, like some Jason Voorhees stuff around Halloween time, but not a lot.
Stay away from them. All right.
Okay.
First note to self: stay away from Funkos.
Oh, look them up. Don't stay away.
Yeah. Scan them if they're in the box.
Make sure you
scan them
and look them up.
Scan them. I collect Funkos. I have some on my shelf that are at $100, some at 10, some at 50. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I got to remember the name of that character, man.
Ooh, rare vintage Kenner Steel.
Yeah. So I think the character's name was Steel. I don't remember though. I know it was Shaq. When I picked up the toy, I was like, "Is that Shaq?" And then when I got home and looked up, sure enough, it was Shaq.
Yeah. See, that's a good point right there, Dave. Yeah, like I'm looking over. I have the entire Labyrinth set, and the last one I was going for was a Hot Topic exclusive, Jareth, and so like that one automatically comps at like $30 more.
Yeah, I agree with. Make sure, like, I definitely am not dismissing them, but
yeah, look at Tracy right there.
Because there's a lot more that are, there's some very valuable ones, and then there's some that aren't worth picking up. And that's just how it is.
Which ones did you tell Tracy?
Next reseller. Joey Bada Bing.
Joey Bada Bing. Something from my shelf?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I don't have any Goofy, or I don't think I have any Disney toys.
What is he going to hold and yell, "Let's go" at the top of his lungs? Like, what's he going to hold and yell, "Bro"? Like...
Man, I don't know. That's a tough one.
Oh, come on. That's not...
It isn't? Well, then help me then.
Helped you.
Heat miser in the dump.
No, he said he doesn't have any.
Oh, there's no Goofies? Okay, how about...
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess I do have a couple Funkos right there. But those are from Overwatch. They're not worth anything. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man.
Everybody's just saying go with default and just say Goofy.
Can I say a baseball bobblehead?
Hey, there you go. That
Derek
counts.
Jeter. If you have a Derek Jeter bobblehead, that counts.
Okay. because this is one that would stump me really bad, so I wanted to stump you. Matt, part-time picker.
Matt, part-time picker. A toy?
I don't know if he finds joy in anything.
Right.
He sells everything. He's never indicated anything that he's like, yes.
We don't even know what he does for a living or anything.
Yeah,
All we know is he does it part-time.
I think if he finds a toy in the yard that his kid stopped playing with for 24 hours, he's gonna list it and sell it.
I got an answer.
Okay.
Because I've heard he's really tall, and you can't tell by the camera.
Really?
He's really tall.
He is.
Yeah, I heard he's like
6'4".
6'4". Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm gonna pick
The
this
camera looks like he's pretty short.
because from here you can't tell that Star Wars figure's 12-inch Star Wars figure. It's a huge figure. So I'm gonna pick. I would get it, but I got stuff in the way right here. So I'm gonna pick that Star Wars action figure. It's like this tall. From a distance, you can't tell that it's a huge action figure. You can see it right there. So I'll pick that just for that reason.
That's good. That's good. All right,
Cat's
last
also
one.
he likes video games.
Last one, and you're gonna get judged really harshly because he is such a good friend of yours. He's not really a reseller, but Dan the Answer Man
I know the answer.
purchases from your store. What's he getting?
The complete Ewok village that I have.
Oh.
I know he's told the story of the one he had when he was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
No question that would be it. The original vintage Ewok village.
See, that's good, man.
He already knows.
See, you did good. You did good. It wasn't too nerve-wracking. I mean, we could do the fun one right now. Yakov, like, what toy does... Do you have any dreidels? Do you have...
I have a vintage jazz playing teddy bear. It's like what's that? I don't remember the brand. I got a Smokey the Bear.
See, Yakov, that'd be good for you.
I'll pick Smokey the Bear.
Or I have a Lala Loopsy. No.
Oh, here's the good one. All right, Tracy now wants to know. Come on, Santa Uncle B. What's Tracy getting?
Oh man. Something that's funny, but can definitely be
not for the channel.
Funny.
What was the movie with the teddy bear? Ted? If you could find the Plush.
Ted is good. Ted's good, yes.
Funny and edgy at the same time. Hopefully,
like the pooping one.
You're gonna get Tracy and Tommy the same toy.
Right. A pink flamingo sweater. Mario, that's a good one. Mario's not edgy though.
No. Yeah, Dave.
Right?
We all are.
I was like, he asked that question. I was like,
all right, guys. Bye.
This is a fun fact, Tracy. Don't share this because this lets people know if they're paying attention to lives. Does anyone in the chat know how tall Tracy is? Because she did share it in a recent live.
I don't.
And I was kind of like, I would have never thought that. You've never seen Ted. Oh, it's right up your alley, Tracy. Mario anything.
5'11".
Barbie.
Dang, that's taller than me.
Yeah, I was gonna say about 5'10", I think.
Krillin knew down to the centimeters. He's got a cardboard cutout. That was a good guess, 5'8". But Tracy, you can go ahead and confirm. Is it 5'11"? Oh, yep.
Dan
got all the answers.
Dan, the answer.
5'11" and 3/4. That's what Krillin said. The same thing.
Yep. They both got it spot on. What's up? Karen's at the beach.
That's
but yeah,
I want to go to the beach now. It sounds like fun.
Yeah, I think me and Tracy are the same height. I just round up and say 6 foot. So.
Right.
Yeah, I'm 6
right.
foot.
I mean, yeah. At that point, you're
that tall.
You should be telling people that you can dunk.
I'm short.
I could. I actually could. In my younger days, I could.
Nope.
I had a 38-inch vertical
Dang.
through high school all the way till I was about 24.
I once ate a 38-inch pizza.
In one sitting.
That's
But man, no. But like for real, Jimmy, like you are the toy guru, guys. If somebody could drop his channel in there and also his Instagram in there. Jimmy's also a really good guy when he has the time. Check out his videos. The guy has been putting in the grind work on his edits. And guys, I got to do it. I got to do it. Just get ready. You got to get ready for the whoosh, right there. Like Jimmy's got the skills. I have to do that manually with my laptop. He's been working really hard. Jimmy, you said you've been focusing on your pre-recordeds,
Yep.
getting your eBay store rolling.
Yeah, I've been focusing on eBay a majority of my time, sourcing, listing. I just hit 927 active listings. And up until the last 4 days, I was selling so much that I couldn't even, I couldn't grow it, couldn't get it to, I'm trying to get over 1,000 and beyond, but you know what? I'm fine if I don't because I'm selling so much. I'm not even trying to toot my horn or whatever. It's just like list, when I sell 30 items over a weekend, like it's so hard. I'm already behind 30 from where I was. I've been able to grow it the last couple of days because sales have been pretty.
I saw your most recent. You were like, so.
But shipping probably is crazy. It takes a tremendous amount of time.
Yes. Yeah. We spend Sunday night, my wife helps me. Shipping on Sunday night is, usually 30 items around that area. So it takes a while.
Awesome. The reason I was going to tell you guys to check him out on Instagram is because when he has time, be respectful of his time. You are in Colorado, so that's another thing to respect in time.
Yeah, what time is it?
I made the mistake of messaging him at 8 a.m. my time, which is 6 a.m. his time.
2 hours?
It's 8:30 here.
Oh wow, it's early. I'm sorry.
If you have that toy information, he is a great guy that will do as good as he can to get you the knowledge that he can. He's a great resource, especially when it comes to this kind of stuff. He's quick to understand it or get it, or he can at least point you in the right direction. I always appreciate that about you, Jimmy. Like you've been pretty good as far as saying I don't know when I don't know,
right?
But really being a helpful hand when you can. So
right,
guys, definitely check him out on Instagram. Check him out on YouTube. Show some love to the videos. Hey, even if your sales were down, bro, that hat was a killer hat. Okay.
The NBC, which one? The CBS Sports or whatever?
Yeah, CBS Sports. The patch hat, man. That thing is sweet.
Yeah, it's so hard to sell those vintage hats because that's another thing I always look for vintage hats. This one I found, the Starfest hat. Some of them I keep, the ones I really like. Yeah, and I have a couple right now that I have for sale that I want to keep so bad. A couple, they're vintage K brand or K products. Woolrich hats, and they're made out of wool, and they got they're plaid. Oh man, they are. I have those for sale right now. I should probably keep one. So I love hats. It's always been something I've always worn hats. I just get into reselling and seeing these guys that are selling hats and finding these awesome hats just kind of sparked that interest.
I have the coolest hat right now.
Yeah, you do. Yakov, you could go visit some stores and buy some hats.
Right.
Like
if I had a red bill, you'd be a Target employee for sure.
You can go out.
He's not a floor guy. He's a warehouse guy.
He's a Best Buy employee right now.
Oh man, Best Buy. How long will that store be open? Anyway.
Oh, careful.
Yeah, yarmulke's falling off.
Yeah, on the Instagram thing, like I'm not the best at Instagram. Like I get it, but I don't get it. Does that make sense? Like I get how it works, I understand, but I don't get it.
You gotta talk to those millennials on that Instagram.
Yeah. And sometimes I miss messages. Like I don't think I gotta figure out. You know how after a while an app, the notifications just stop working and stuff. I think I need to uninstall and reinstall it because I go into it once a day and I'm like, oh, messages but I didn't get any right. I'm a boomer. I'm a boomer for sure.
He's a boomer.
Yeah. So
I know.
But yeah, I definitely, if you send me a message, I'll try my best to help anybody. I try my best.
Yeah. So, all right. So, what's the secret thing that you do love selling that a lot of people don't really know? Since you're known as the toy guy, what's that other item that you're like, hey guys, I honestly I sell a bunch of this.
That's a tough one. It's not a secret because I put on my videos, right?
I know, but people like maybe in this chat wouldn't know.
So something that I just started selling is I'm starting to sell quilts and Afghans, but
Yeah.
I won't say that's something I've done a lot of. I'm learning that right now.
I see cards. I see stickers.
Oh yeah, Pokemon cards. I made a killing and autographed. If you ever, I learned. So you learn. That's the kind of thing you learn.
Autographed Pokemon cards? You actually got them autographed?
Buff. They'll come. Yeah, I got Mewtwo to autograph a card the other day. I'm gonna get it graded.
No, I like that John Ritter card, man.
Yeah. So, yeah, right. Cajun said those Illuminati cards. Board games, but when I say board games, I mean the nerd. And again, I said it's a compliment, guys. To me, nerd is a compliment. The really nerdy board games that have really awesome game pieces and the cards are very detailed and they're like fantasy-based card games.
Yeah.
I'd never pass up on stuff like that, and I've sold a lot of it, and it always sells really fast, like Pathfinder, Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that.
Right.
There's a huge market on those games, and there's a lot of them. They are harder to find. I usually find them on Facebook Marketplace when someone's selling off their games. And like I've said, I'll have dual monitor going. On this side, I'll have Facebook Marketplace. On this side, I'll have eBay, and I'll just put the name of the game in eBay and see what it's worth. Yeah, so that's something that I've done really well on. I don't even have any right now because they sell. As soon as I get them, they sell.
Really? Well, now you're just blocking Jimmy out of the screen.
No. I was just reading that one because they were saying you were so generous about the football figures with no bases.
Yeah. He asked me about some McFarlane football, like they're like statues almost. Like McFarlane made some figures. Early 2000s, I think. And like they were, and I don't know if he's still making them, but like there was, I actually have a John Elway one. And so when he sent me the pictures, like, oh, well, it's missing the base. It looks like a piece of field that they stand up on. And I was like, so I let him know, like, hey, they're not complete. They're missing the green bases on the bottom. Someone said they sold an Afghan for $100.
That was.
I just bought a couple Afghans. That's something that I want to learn.
A what?
A blanket.
They're like a quilt. They're like a blanket like a handmade blanket. I already sold 2 quilts, and so that got me into the blankets. And I see them at estate sales all the time.
Yep.
So and with fall coming, they're going to do better right now. Definitely quilts that have like the red, white, and blue theme to them. They sell really well, but also vintage stuff. I'm learning it, and I ran comps and looked up pricing, and I'm getting into that game.
So the way you have to talk to Yakov, Jimmy, you have to go, Yakov, it's not a VCR for $10. That's what it's not.
That's good information, Dory. I appreciate that. Like I sold my first 2 blankets in the last month and a half, and now I have a stack of them on the floor right here that I have to measure so I can list. I've already taken pictures. Now I just got to measure them so I can put the dimensions in the listing, and then those will probably be listed tomorrow.
Nana,
good question.
Send me an IG. We'll make some business together. I mean, you can make them. I can sell them.
Electric football teams.
This is
the old electric board game.
I remember that game. I'll be honest, I don't know. I don't. The toys I sell are either I sell mostly modern toys for starters, like mostly stuff that's 2000 and earlier, like until to now. Most of the toys I sell are modern toys because I just don't find a lot of vintage stuff. maybe I'm doing this wrong. I don't know, but I don't find a ton of vintage toys, and when I do, they go right here. I got
The do not sell shelf.
Optimus Prime right here. So the original Optimus right here. What? He's missing his hands.
But he's the original.
Well, that was $1 at a yard sale right there.
But he is the original.
What do you think the value is on it as it sits?
If I remember, I think I'd get like $40 maybe without the hands. He's missing the trailer, obviously, and his guns, and there was a little cart that went in the trailer.
All right, how much was he if you got him with everything?
I 150-ish. Yeah. Yeah, Optimus Prime. That's old school. That's 80s right there, like 89 or something like that.
I better start like prepping up myself.
Right, this was in a box at a sale, just sitting in a box of toys, and the guy was literally like, "That truck's cool. All the pieces move around on it." He didn't even know what it was. And I was like,
I
was like, "Yeah, I'll take it." And then I picked up this vintage G.I. Joe action figure. Paid $25 for that. I'm not selling that either. That's worth like $30 too.
Yeah, I've started mine's not for value. So something that I've started to do on my shelf is the large lots of stuff. So like out of the wrestling figures, I kept the John Cena Elite with no hands. Because I was like, yeah, let's just do that. And then I bought a lot of the Littlest Pet Shop toys, which I'm about to sell the last bulk of that. That's done really well for me, but I kept the skunk who's got like some paint damage. So just as like a memory of a large lot of toys that I got. So somebody was in here saying about stinky blankets. I think Dory and Cajun, because I was saying if not, you can send them to Krillin. He'll use them.
For what?
They're blankets, man. You put them in the washing machine. He's a resourceful guy. He'll probably stuff like his boxes with the blankets. He'll use it as padding.
That's a good idea. It depends how much you get it for.
Curling the drop. He said, "Get some
smells be gone."
Smells be gone. See?
I'm not gonna lie. My wife helps me with that stuff.
Cleaning the clothes?
If something doesn't smell right, I was like, "Can you get this out?" And she'll like, "Yeah, just give it to me." And she takes care of it. She helps. She knows.
Thanks, Kat.
She knows that this eBay's doing really awesome for us right now. Like it's amazing how well it's doing for us. So she sees it helps when she can see how well it's doing, and she's like, "Yeah, I'll take care of that because I know how much you've sold blankets for."
Yeah.
So yeah, she'll just be like, "Yeah, just put it in the laundry room. I'll take care of it." I'm like, "Cool, thanks." I definitely 100% appreciate it.
Has no experience in reselling. Decided that he's going to try to comp something.
Who? No, Dan does that all the time. Dan looks up stuff all the time.
He could comp? Wow.
Yeah, Dan checks everything out.
An Optimus Prime right fist hand sold for $20. What?
Just a hand.
Guys, if you didn't know, that's why Dave has got his own office now.
My wife doesn't touch anything either.
But Dave played his card smart, y'all. That wife is happy now. They got the bar back. But dude, you were reading my mind. It's kind of where I want my game plan to go, Dave, is to actually have a place outside of the home to where I can actually go in, do inventory, have my inventory, do my listing, do my packing. Dude,
my wife said that I have to be in the house. She says she wants me to do everything in the house. She doesn't mind if the inventory goes out of the house, but she wants me to do listing and stuff in the house because otherwise it's never going to be home.
That's why the basement was a game changer. Like how getting this basement, it changed everything for me so much. Like it's just so much easier to do this now that everything I do except for sourcing is right here in front of me.
Yeah.
Here's the tour, guys. There's inventory.
Dude, I love your basement, man.
And testing is on the other side over there. There's my scary mannequin. Sometimes it scares me. And then
so you're still picking up other things except for, obviously the video games and all the toys. You're picking up still the VCRs and so on.
For sure. Those don't even stay on the shelf. Like those go so fast. I definitely find that's like estate sale stuff though, right? Like I find those for $5 at estate sales all the time. People say
Yep.
$5, like yes, for $5 all the time. The combo unit.
Yeah, I love when Jim guys watch his videos, and when you watch him walk from one end to the other, and you're like, that's still all of his inventory space.
Yep. Yeah.
He's like, wait,
man.
I think you were pulling something. You were like shelf J1, you were like bin 1, and it was like, and I'm gonna talk, and I can describe the whole item before I get back to the table. And I was like, heck yeah, man. I was like, that was so cool.
Jimmy, you gotta attach the camera to you somehow in order that you could actually use two hands to pick the Halo box up.
The possibility of me dropping something makes it more entertaining.
Oh, that's but cost versus.
Listen, the people want to see this beautiful face, so I have to have it.
Do. They do. They want to see that mug, dude. I'm gonna want you to open the door for your GoPro every time you go to yard sales. I want you to open that door and give us that POV perspective of riding next to you to the yard sale. That was still my favorite intro to yard sales ever. You were like, yeah. I was like, yes.
Well, that's one where I did. I took that clip from that song by Notorious B.I.G. and Bone. Let's ride. Yeah, I remember. That was terrible, by the way. That's when I was trying to mess with doing B-roll. I've learned about B-roll and footage and stuff in videos. Yeah, I just don't have the equipment to do it, but it was fun. Now, when I do grow, and if YouTube does ever take off, I'll get the equipment to be able to do that kind of B-roll stuff. But for now, I'm focusing so much. I can't even express you. I'm down here all day. I find time to edit that one video, and then it's I have tubs all around me of stuff that I took pictures of today and started listing.
I think you're being smart, man. Dave, I was listening to you on the podcast today, man, and Dave's at work right now hustling, and it was so smart because it was like you have to put in a lot of time to do both. Yakov, you're experiencing that. I'm experiencing that. I have a video that I filmed Sunday because I want to get listing done. I'm trying to get it out tomorrow. I'm trying to get on that consistent schedule, but another thing gets sacrificed if you don't do it. And I see a lot of people, if their sales have been down, they've been doing really well at YouTube, but their eBay store is depleted, or they're doing lots of sourcing videos, but they don't have any sales videos because they're not getting stuff listed. So I think what you're doing is really good, man. You're still putting out enough content for people they're getting to know who you are. They're seeing what you specialize in, what you sell. But dude, I've seen your sales. You're crushing it, man. You really are.
Thanks, man.
And guess what? That pays the bills right now. So
yep. It's always about what pays the bills. For me, my full-time does, so I have to focus on that. Hence, my YouTube is lives only from now on.
So, Chris Thrifty said that I don't need new equipment. Do you use your phone? Using that action camera, I can, and it even has the steady hand thing, but it's hard for me to get nice, crisp, clean footage.
I use my phone and if you're just using your hand, so the quick thing that I do, of course, keep it in your landscape, but I try to do a moving shot of let's say I'm not walking, but even your B-roll could be, let's say you get to one table at the yard sale. So you already have your GoPro, but your intro to that table would just to go like this all the way up the table.
Right.
Real quick. All that's going to do is do that transition to where it's and boom. Now we see the chest cam. He's picking up this item. I may see something in that quick little 6-second swoop that I'm like, oh, I hope he picks up that whatever. You're going to make me comment because you just gave me a passing shot.
Yeah. Okay. I've definitely done some of that.
If you have a pace with your walk, it's very hard.
Yeah.
I have a pace with my walk, and I look like I'm bouncing through the store.
Mine's not so much of a pace as it is a thud. Like a really heavy step.
Guys,
don't put yourself down like that.
Subscribe now, Dapper Hippopotamus. Okay, it's gonna be a second channel.
All right. No, yeah,
I
that's gonna be my closed
I can
channel.
create it.
It's gonna be all 3x or bigger though.
Say all these subscribers he wants.
That's a great
Everybody
market.
else not welcome.
It's a great market.
Right? Yeah, I mean, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. It's a
sold-
great market.
No, I sold 3
Whopper,
fishing.
Hippo, so meta.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Mary? Thanks for hanging out.
Do you know what I recently picked up? Because you told me to go pick up swim trunks and so on. I ended up picking a 5XL swimming trunks.
Did you list them?
No.
Chunky
sitting in my back pile. Next season.
Is it Marrakech? They said thanks for making vintage toy videos for beginners. Yeah, when I was making a lot of those videos, it was because I was learning myself, and so I was like, you know what? That's the biggest thing I've tried to do with YouTube is like, now have I put it on the back burner? Yeah, I have because I'm focused on eBay. But early, a lot of stuff I did prior to my change where I'm just doing videos every night is like if I learn something, I want to share that, right? Like I want to make sure I learned it. Now I want to share it. I've actually had family members say, "You're giving away all your secrets." Yeah, I don't really care that much. Like in Colorado in the Denver metro area, you better be the early bird no matter what, anyways, because there's so many people here doing what I'm doing anyways that. If I'm late, like Louis, I was talking to him. I was at an estate sale. They had literally like 50 or 60 of these huge vintage train sets in the box, Lionel, all the different brands. And I was about the 45th person in line. So I literally just watched every single one of those train sets coming out of that house in someone else's hands. And I missed it. And because it didn't matter, there's other people that know what I'm doing. They already know it. They know it better than I do. So that's why I don't mind sharing because the competition's there already. It's because I showed a couple things on YouTube isn't gonna make a difference, And
it hasn't stopped people from getting rid of their stuff.
Right. Yeah.
There's constant. Guess what? Goodwill's not closing, guys. They're constantly getting truckloads and carloads. I've almost wanted to wear the blue shirt and just hang out by the door. Like 30 minutes before they open, like, yeah, you can drop your donations off here. It's totally fine. I'm just going to put them in my car to take them through the other door.
I felt very uncomfortable the other day with going to Goodwill and giving a donation because the guy was just like, yeah, just give it to me. I'm like, okay, here you go.
And then he walked off.
No, I just sold the shoes that I got for free outside of a thrift store because this place takes their donations in the front. And this guy has a laundry basket with 2 pair of Jordans sitting on top of this laundry basket. And he's taking them to the store. And I'm like, all right, what are the rules? Does it have to hit the ground? He's carrying it. And I said, sir, I'll give you $20 for that laundry basket right now. He goes, you don't have to give me anything. I'm dropping these off to donate. If you want them, take them. So the manager's coming out, pushing the big cart to get all this stuff. And I said, is it fair game, sir? And he goes, you got them, take them. I just sold those shoes today for $60. So I was like, but I was willing to buy it off the guy. Like he's donating Jordans in great shape, why not? But I'm also, there's another thing that I saw a lot of people talk to. I'm a thrift store guy. Jimmy, you've seen my yard sale map.
Yeah. I feel bad because you talk about those kind of deals at thrift stores. There's nothing. I mean, for me, doing this for a living, there's nothing better than getting to a yard sale and asking how much something is valuable. How much is this worth? How much is this? $1. And you scan the rest of the sale and you see nothing but good stuff throughout all the tables. And you literally you go back, you get your IKEA bag and you just like, how much is this? $1. How much is this? I just want to get rid of it. Give me a quarter, right. Make a pile. I'll make you a deal. Like to me, and that happens at yard sales very, very often. It's such a good feeling. I mean, I love yard sales and I've sourced by.
You've done well. You've done really good. And what my encouragement was is if you're on the other end, so like Jakob doesn't get a lot of yard sales. he's doing online auctions, but he's getting thrift stores. I try to treat my thrift stores that I go to regularly. I try to treat them employees like gold. Like, I know their names. They help me find stuff. They tell me about stuff they're bringing out. Because for me, what's opposite for me is Jimmy showed me the 50 yard sales he had within 20 miles. I showed him the 3 that I had within 100 miles. Yeah. And yard sales aren't great for me. I can do some online auctions. I check out High Bid. Kat's really hooked me up. She tells me, she even checks my Goodwill to tell me what pallets are available. She's so great with that. But at the end of the day, I have to be really good with where I'm getting my material from, and I want to treat it good. So Jimmy's doing the same thing. He's frequenting those yard sales. He knows the system. He knows the layout. Guys, just be really good at be nice to the hand that feeds you. That's really what I'm trying to say. It's like, go out there, be respectful. Like, don't be the person that's going to be the jerk. And like you said, there was 45 people in line, and you claim you have an ankle injury, and can you move to the front? And
hey, that's actually not a bad idea. Why don't I think of that?
You have like a fold-out wheelchair out of your trunk, and you just wheel yourself. You're like, sorry, guys, I'm here to get things for my children. But no, I'm not saying I have pallets. I'm not making one of those spoof pallet videos because I don't have them. At your auctions, if you check your localized distribution center, if they get an abundance of one item, they throw it in one of those pallets, and you can buy it in the online auction. You have to check for those. But yeah.
Tesla's going to get a pre-pick on an estate sale.
Ooh.
That's literally like stuff you dream about.
I got one of those last month. Where I pulled that $175 hat, man.
Yep.
I bought 70 items for $40.
State sales are probably my second favorite. Like I said, there's so many people. Like, while the competition is definitely good here, like there's a lot of competition here. Like, I've been to a third day estate sale and still found a Sony combo unit with a controller for $5, and then it was half price. It was $250. Like, I've done that plenty of times. For some reason, that market here is not oversaturated. Like, there's not a lot of people looking for that kind of stuff here.
Yeah.
I just bought a Laserdisc player, a Pioneer Laserdisc player at an estate sale for $5. It was $10 half price.
That's so good, man.
Sitting on the shelf. It was the final day.
It worked? You tested it?
Yep, it works. I have some Laserdiscs right over here too that I tested it with. Yep.
10-4. And what's it comping at?
I'll get close to 200 for it.
This is what gets me excited.
I haven't listed it yet. It's got to be cleaned up. There's dust down inside there, so I got to get that cleaned out. It's gonna be a big. It's big. It's definitely a big
huge unit. Yes, they're huge.
It's gonna be a fun shipping job. But
so mine, the one that I showed off in my first video, I ended up opening up, and it was so old and not used that I had to watch a whole bunch of YouTube videos before doing it. So it was so old and not used that it was just never opened up. It was never turned on. So I had to manually wind out all the gears and get them greased up. And then it worked. I ended up selling it for $270. But I paid for it $72. So.
Wow, that's awesome. Yep, that's awesome. How do Laserdiscs sell? I have never sold one. It's funny because I bought that Laserdisc player, and then I was at a church sale, and it was there was a stack of Laserdiscs, like 7 of them, and it said free on it. I still gave them a donation, not a huge one, but it's the disc. She's like, "Oh, those are free." And I was like, "Well, here's $5." I comped them. They're not. They're. I think I have Fargo in there, Goodfellas. Nothing. I think it's all about obscurity. Just like with VHSs and even DVDs. If it's not like some obscure, off the wall or something that's rare, they're not worth a ton.
Yeah, he said he got about 96 of them for $100.
Look at the titles. I mean, like I
Exactly what
looked
I
up
do.
the Goodfellas one, and I looked up the Fargo one, and there when Sling Blade is in there, I'm keeping Sling Blade because that's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, laters.
Then Fried Tater. Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'm keeping that one. It'll probably go up on the wall somewhere over here.
Public service announcement, people. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe to all of us.
Yeah, I mean, if you can find if you find laser discs that are like horror movies or older horror, man, that can be worth money.
Even DVDs.
Yeah.
Right now, especially, we're getting close to the Halloween time. Get them listed, people. You'll get at least, even on a DVD, I'm getting like $4 or $5 more than its basic comp price.
I don't want to go grab those laser discs. No, but I don't think there's any good titles in there.
Yeah. Yakov's eating his sushi right now. So, but yeah, no, like the other thing, I don't know if you ever checked the video out because I wanted to update everybody, guys. I'm partnering. I love selling shoes. I'm sorry, I get good shoes at a good deal around here. Jimmy holds it against me. Every time I make a video, he gives it a thumbs down every time. But I'm partnering with the organization Souls for Souls. I've almost filled up the first box. We're right at about, I think, 40 pairs donated in the first week and a half. So everybody's been supportive. I have people that have found out that are friends of mine. Like I said, I don't advertise my channel to my full-time job, stuff like that. But they're bringing me shoes to donate. They're really doing some good stuff.
That's cool.
So yeah. So Jimmy, what I'm doing is every pair of shoes I sell, I donate a pair out of my death pile. So I mean, they're good shoes. I'm typically picking the ones that I don't want to clean. is how it's working. But what this organization does is they send the used shoes to third world countries that I've actually helped out with physically.
Mm-hmm.
And they let these communities in these third world countries set up their own shoe stores to sell their local like reseller store. Okay. So it's a really cool concept. They also donate shoes because they work with corporations to get like large donations from Skechers, Nikes, Adidas, stuff like that. But for all their used shoes, they ship containers over there to these countries and they let people in their community set up stores, man. I love the concept. Yeah. I love it. So
yeah, that's cool.
But just updating everybody. So yeah, if you want to partner along as well, you can check them out, soulsforsouls.com. They actually have donation centers all over the US. You can take your extra shoes personally or some that you find that you can't sell or something like that. And they ship all those over to third world countries. That's my little plug. Cool organization. Trying to hit 500 before the end of the year. So
awesome, man.
Dude, it's going to be awesome.
You're making progress. You're making a significant progress already.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, no, man, my shoes have been doing well. I got a video dropping tomorrow, guys. You guys get to see the yarn explosion. The only hint that I will give you is I spent $81, and the count is, if I were to do weight, I'd probably say we have close to 100 pounds of yarn. They count it by the skein. I probably have 250.
Wait, by the what?
It's a skein. It's when it's all in a bundle.
I don't know yarn terminology.
Okay, guys, lesson in yarn. This is a skein right here. So this is.
I thought you said scone, and I was like, oh, can I get one of those?
My Subway sandwich.
It's a Subway salmon.
They usually do them by like weight. This one's a 6 ounce. So for instance, this is 6 ounces of yarn, so it's going to go out first class, and this will probably sell for like $7. Or I usually do it for $9 free shipping. So that's just what I have locally. Yes, my wife just put it in here. We found, I think it's 6 of them, honey. Is it 5 or 6? We found 5 that are discontinued, so they'll go for $10 plus shipping. No, we found 8 of them. There was 8. We'll sell these 8, and it'll pay for that whole lot just on 8 of these.
Wow.
So we still have a tonnage. So we filmed it. We time lapsed quite a bit of it.
What's your max on what you pay on yarn?
This was like each bag. The smallest bag was $15 a bag, and it had about 70 in it. Whoa. So the large bags were only $17, and they had about 100 in it.
Right.
So,
those are for future Afghan blankets that we're gonna sell.
All right. So yeah, Dory, if you can't get the blankets, you can make them.
Kelly says she sells it on Amazon. That's interesting.
Yeah, if you find the stuff,
endeavor, I gotta learn how Amazon works.
If you find the stuff that still has the barcode and it's still wrapped, so those are the only ones that I'll list on eBay. All the ones that are busted open, I have a local buyer, which is great, but Facebook Marketplace, the people locally will buy it by the pound. So you can get rid of all your excess, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
But typically in a thrift store, I can get a laundry basket full for about $10. It's usually my price.
Remind me again how you got all that yarn.
I went into a thrift store, okay? Because I will talk about this. This is a good question for all of us. Jakob's is going to be all over the place because he's kind of all over the place.
I'm always all over the place. That's how I am.
My eBay store is fun. If my wife can link the store to the chat, that'd be great. But that thrift store, Jimmy, I never find good stuff if I go during the week, okay?
Right.
Every Sunday after church, the first Sunday, I found all those WWE figures for $35. So 89 figures, $35, a bag full of them, okay? A few weeks later, I found all the Littlest Pet Shop. It was 107 Littlest Pet Shop for $9.
Wow.
So just 2 weeks ago, I went there, picked up all 5 bags of yarn for $81. This place, for some reason on the weekends, brings their bulk out of the warehouse and just drops it.
That's your honey hole now. What?
Oh, thanks, Dan.
Brittany beat you to it.
They're gonna go buy up that yarn.
Well, I have quite a few listings listed now, but none of the new stuff yet. But something that my wife and I just talked about the other night, because she said, Josh, your sourcing is getting out of control. She said it very lovingly. But it's because I wanted to work on a listing and sourcing schedule. Jimmy, is there any type of schedule, like on a weekly basis, that you say these days or times are devoted to listing, and then these days and times, because you're full-time,
yep,
that you devote to sourcing? What's kind of your plan of action? Because I'll share with you with what I'm doing this part-time, and I know Jakob's doing it part-time. But what's that look like for you as a full-time reseller?
I try to list Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I list in the morning. I want it done and over with. I spend a good 3-4 hours every day on those days, every morning listing. So my schedule is, I'm a morning person, I guess. I wake up, I get ready for the day, and I go straight downstairs to the basement down here, and I start listing right away. But I have mine set up like a production line. So I list, I know there's people that list the way I do, but I also know a lot of people that they grab their phone and they do all the listing right there, where I test over there, then I take pictures. And so like today, I listed, and then I got in here and I took pictures of this whole tub and this whole tub behind me. Those are all pictures I took. So I took pictures after I listed. So usually I can just come down here. So my point is I can come down here and I can list.
Yeah.
I don't have to clean it. I don't have to test it. I don't have to take pictures of it. It's on my computer. Pictures are uploaded to my computer and I can just list.
Right.
So mornings I list. On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I list all morning. Thursday and Friday I'm sourcing in the mornings. I go to estate sales on Thursdays, and then I yard sale during the summer, a yard sale on Friday and a yard sale on Saturday. So those days I list in the afternoon, evenings. But I take care of all my testing and pictures Monday through Wednesday also in the afternoon. I go to test and I take pictures or whatever after I'm done listing. So
Right.
the way that works out the best for me because I'm able to focus on. That's why I said I'm focusing on eBay. I'm on Monday through Wednesday. I'm able to focus on all that stuff. So that way I have enough. Like I have enough stuff around me to list for 3 days without having to take another picture. So that's that's my schedule.
Are you doing next day shipping?
Yeah, I do next day shipping. I ship at night.
Okay.
So my wife definitely helps me out. She's definitely awesome. She's very helpful. She works right next to the main Denver USPS distribution center.
I remember you telling me that.
Warehouse, like it's literally like 5 football fields, and they have a little post office built into it. So I ship at night, and then she takes it and drops it off at the post office on her way to work in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And my shipping times are amazing because of it. So even if we ever go full time and she's not, if she ever goes full time and she's not working, I'm still gonna drive them down there. Like, it's helped my shipping time so much because it doesn't go to a satellite location and then sit and wait for that driver to take it to that distribution center. So that's why I ship at night so she can take it on her way to work in the morning. So we do that like after this show. That's what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna go ship.
Yeah, same for me. I'm doing every other day. So I'm packing orders Sunday night, Tuesday night, and Thursday night. And in our new schedule that I'm working on, Yakov, you said you were working on yours. Yakov was going to try to list in the mornings because at night he does so much paperwork.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
He doesn't get a chance to list. And then I know your sourcing schedule is a little crazy too, right, Yakov?
I don't have a sourcing schedule anymore. It's been banned. Hi, everybody. My name is Jake, also known as Yakov. I am an addict to sourcing.
What's up, Sonny?
What is up, Sonny? I'll let Dory ask this real quick. What are your out-of-the-box items that can sell that you wouldn't normally think of?
Wow.
Yakov's is tampons on Macari.
Out of the box. This is one that this is kind of my go-to one. Lots of toys, like a lot of toys, not like, so like for instance, these little Halo figures right here. They're called Hero Clicks. They're little game pieces, and they're little Halo action figures.
Halo.
Like, they're little Halo game pieces, right? So my point is, I'm not going to sell this guy for $5 like this. Like, I'm just not. But I'll take this whole bag of them that I found together in a thrift store. The whole bag was full of these. So I paid $3 for it. I'll list this for $65, $70, the bag full of them. And I'll get it. Like, I'll definitely get it. So my point, like, not do all bags of toys have good stuff in them? No, I look at hundreds of bags of crap toys before I find a bag of toys, and these are all the same. This bag was full. They're all the same brand. They're all the same, character line. And when you find a bag like this, I say buy it. Like, buy it. Like, you with those was it Shopkins you said? That's the kind of stuff that I sell out of the box all the time. I call them lots. We call them lots, right?
Yep.
So I sell a toy lot. I have so many toy Beyblades. I have a bag of Beyblades right here. Pick this up. Sorry, trying to.
No, you're good. I had to grab one.
I picked this up at a yard sale for $5. It's a bag full of these Beyblades. Just little top spinners. I got a bag full of them. That'll sell for $40.
So So I paid $9. I got 100 of these. Littlest Pet Shop. This guy sold this morning for $18 plus shipping.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then I put like all the monkeys together. They went for 15. I put all the other dogs. They went for 40. You know, I pulled out all the ones that were worth 10 plus, and then the rest of them I lotted them together by animal type.
Yep.
And they're just flying.
Perfect.
That's a really good one. Another good thing that I go for, and I don't know why I find them so well. Always look for old products that have a barcode still in packaging. Always good. Tools, anything like that. But I find water, the water dispenser on the refrigerator, I find the filters in package all the time, usually no more than $1. Guys, check them out. They sell for $20 to $40 a filter.
Nothing like Goodwill goes for less than $1.
No, I don't find these at Goodwill. I find them at the mom and pop thrift stores. I find them in
those are worth by us. As I was saying yesterday, those are just.
I want to say on that. So he's right. There's two ways to sell toys that come in bags like that. So I paid $5 for those Beyblades. If you don't want to spend the time researching each individual Beyblade or each individual Halo figure, again, I paid $5 for that Beyblade bag. I don't know anything about Beyblades except for that. I'm going to sell that lot for $45, and it will sell. I just sold one the other day with less for $35. So you can either buy the whole bag for $5, snap a picture of the whole pile, throw it on your shelf, and list it for less, or you can try to do the research, and you will learn a lot doing that. Research each individual toy and sell it individually. And then my point is, like, I sell so many lots of toys like that, like where I didn't even research any of them, but I just knew that it was a good brand. A lot of kids play with those Beyblades.
Yep.
And are there some individual? There might be one in that bag that's worth $30. I don't know, and honestly, I don't care because I made my money. Let the next reseller sort them out and sell them individually. I'm fine with that, and that's up to you. And that's fully up to you. If you want to take that bulk lot and let another reseller sort it out because he specializes in Beyblades, I'm all for that. Take it. It's all yours. I made my $35-$40 off of it.
I cheated, Jimmy, because I was doing the same thing. I started to scan all 107. I quit after about 20.
Yep.
Because guess what? They don't have a model number. The eye color on them, there's like 16 different renditions of this one. So I went to best-selling Littlest Pet Shop figures, and I pulled those. It was like Datsuns. Yep. It was the Collies, And when I pulled those out, I did exactly what you said. Right here, I have 6 mice and hamsters, 4 horses.
That's awesome.
4 pandas.
Yep.
And I'll sell these for $10, and I'll go, hey, take them. There might be a $20 one in there. Have fun. I'm gonna make over $100 off of that $9 investment. I'm good with that. I'm totally fine. There's some good stuff in here. Jimmy, you can answer this one. I went after these and I didn't do well.
I've never had any luck. That's something that maybe one day I will look up on eBay and just look at solds, but I've never found any and I've never had any luck. For now, I stay away from them. I've tried making a couple lots, and you can make a little bit of money, but you're never gonna make a killing. Like if you find a bag full of them, you're not gonna, and you lot them up, you're not gonna make a ton of money.
I bought a bag of them for like $3. It was over 40 toys, but the only reason I had any success, and it wasn't great, guys, I sold 40 of them for $40.
Yeah.
Because they were all 90s, and they still didn't go great. I started doing individual comps, and they were like $2-3 each, and it was just not worth the time.
About. Oh, sorry. Like I definitely don't know everything about toys. And that's something I do not know a lot about at all. And I have not messed with McDonald's or Burger King toys very much at all.
Dory, this is a good one, and I think Marrakech was answering. Yes, if you find old model Nerf guns or Super Soaker water guns.
Yeah.
When they came out in the 90s, if you can find those models, they do.
How do you test them? Water guns, I know. How do you test the Nerf guns?
You get a pack of bullets and
You can, if you shoot it and it makes that, it'll make
Yeah.
that little Eric's pop sound too.
Yeah, most of the time when they break, they won't fire that, or the barrel won't rotate or something like that.
See, like Joe Deals is saying, the Halloween McNuggets seem to have some value. See, like that's something I've never even heard of that. But I remember I think I remember the commercials where the McNuggets were dressed up in costumes. Am I right on that? Like there was commercials back in the day where they dressed up the little McNuggets like as a vampire and a Frankenstein and stuff.
Discontinued candles from Yankee Candle. Yes, I have been hearing about this. They were like half burnt Yankee candles still in glass jars. So like, yeah, half burnt down. People are still buying the mess out of them, but you have to know which ones are retired.
Mariketch7 asked a question. I want to ask that because honestly, I don't watch any vintage toy YouTubers. I don't. There's a couple toy guys out there that I watch, like Paul Antonelli. There used to be American Arbitrage, but he stopped making videos. He's big on Instagram. He knows a lot about toys. He's over in Utah. I talked to him a little bit, but he's since stopped putting out videos. So I don't really have someone that I watch. I probably should. I had a guy comment on my video that was a YouTuber, and he said, "You don't know what you're doing selling these toys." Might be right, buddy. You might be right.
Hey, Dave gave me the best advice. Guys, my channel's not that big. I haven't gotten there yet. Dave says whenever he gets those, he pins those to the top because he gets more views. Because people will like scroll past the video, and that's the top comment, and it makes people watch the video.
Right?
They're like, "Oh, let me watch what kind of bad advice this guy's giving." I love it, man. Do you guys buy Plush?
I do, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. I don't sell a ton of it, but I do buy it, and I've sold some. The best plush I ever found, I actually did. I gave it away in my giveaway.
Build-A-Bear.
Plush.
Build-A-Bear. The bear is $20, and the outfit is a Build-A-Bear outfit. I locked those together.
You saw that Yoshi Build-A-Bear that I found, right?
Yeah.
I gave that away on my 500th 500 subscriber giveaway.
I know. I was mad I didn't get it.
That's the best plush I ever found. It was like a $40 or $50 plush.
This is the Elsa from the Olaf Adventures. $20. I paid $2. And I got this vintage singing Sunshine Bear. Care Bear. I've done pretty well. The first thing that got me hooked was an Invader Zim plush backpack. There were no comps or anything. I put it up there for $60. The guy sent me an offer for $50, and I was like, heck yeah.
I always thought that plush.
It's weird because like I literally have a couple plush up on my shelf that I've had for over a year. But then I had a Fozzie Bear that I listed and it sold within 5 minutes of listing it. So I just don't even know where plush is.
Yeah, dude, like it's been, especially the smaller ones now. So $2 for this. This is a 1996 Arthur. And he's a talking Arthur.
And what do you comp at?
He's right like $10-15. This Build-A-Bear pterodactyl, man.
That's cool.
When you can find non-bear Build-A-Bears, and you got to get them under $5. This I got for 98 cents. So even if he brings in $10-15, I'm good. But like, why I go after plush is because of this guy right here with the tag on. Does anybody know who he is?
He's from a comic, from a newspaper comic, right? Oh, he's from Popeye. What?
He's the very rarely shown pet. So I saw one of these that was with a Pluto plush this size that sold for $75.
Wow.
This guy is still with tag. I paid $4 for it. I mean, this is why and the cool thing is with Google Lens or even the eBay photo,
Yep.
you can identify your plush pretty quickly if you have time to look at it. I know it's kind of weird. Jimmy, you felt that way. You don't like looking stuff up at the yard sale. Hold on, man. Before I pay $1.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of that anymore.
Right.
It's kind of a good feeling to be to where I don't look a lot of stuff up anymore. There sometimes I will if it's something that but for the most part, I call it the eye of the tiger, whereas my wife would call it eagle ears.
Yeah, I'm looking up Popeye's dog, and I don't see any listed right now.
I did really good. So my roommate, who tried to resell for 5 minutes, he found a Smokey a Smokey the Bear plush that I sold for him.
Oh, that's nice.
$60, $60 or $70. That was
why were you so nice to him that you listed it for him?
Because he was all hyped and he saw what I was doing. I explained some things to him, and
He thought it was that easy, right?
yeah. I showed him. I made him watch me list it so he could see how to list, and it never really went anywhere from there. But I just left it on the shelf. They sold for quite a bit.
This one I was really excited about. It's a bear in a kimono.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's from Korea. It's vintage. It does have. It's by Sun Arrow. They make a lot of those like Pillow Pal, like Sum things.
Yeah.
So this one's pretty old. This is when they were making like. So I don't know what to price this at. I paid $3. I mean, if it goes for 20, like I'm happy. Right. So I've gotten into plush, but you do. I think Louis shared that really well. Yeah, don't go after Build-A-Bear. I made that mistake. I was like, oh, Build-A-Bear tag. Oh, $5. Build-A-Bear, non-bear.
What does he mean not worth much from a thrift store?
He's saying most of the generic ones that are in thrift stores are actual bears. Actual bears or basic animals like dogs and stuff don't do well. So, like this guy will do well because he's a polar bear with a snowflake patch. So there's something that makes it stand out different. You're going to want to find the unique thing. It's with anything. If you find a toy that's the most generic toy, but if you find one with a different color grade because it was in a limited edition release, it's going to triple its value. A Pokemon card, its holographics worth more than a basic card. It's how you source.
Right, yeah.
Kelly brought up a point. She said she sells more on Etsy than on eBay when it comes to vintage plush. My question is how do you always get a date on the plush? A lot of the time, there's just no date on it.
With Build-A-Bear, they don't do dates, but I look them up, and once I see comps like on this one, it'll tell you if it's retired or not. But all the other ones, I do check tags. Most of your stuff's going to have a tag that at least will show, like that Arthur, it clearly says 1996.
Yeah. The tush tag usually has.
Yeah, I love how that's worded out. The tush tag.
Yeah, vintage plush made in Germany. Good money. Thanks, Panther Pack, for hanging out. But yeah, if you find Build-A-Bears that are already like clothed, and the clothing is Build-A-Bear clothing, dude, you could throw the bear away and make money on the clothing.
My dog's now.
You got a dog?
Yep. What are you doing?
And you don't debut him on the show on your channel.
Come here.
Oh yes, you're so right. I was so mad. I bought a box. Oh yeah.
Look, it's you.
I saw the dog on Instagram.
That's Poe.
Huh. Poe.
Yep.
Hi, Poe.
Star Wars Poe.
He sees you guys. He's like, what's going on?
No, what in the world? Humans on a computer talking to me?
Yep. Some people think I named him after Poe from what's it called? Kung Fu Panda or Edgar Allan Poe. Nope. Star Wars.
Star Wars. Yes, I got it. All right, my wife, if you're still in the chat, should I go ahead and accept the offer that just came in?
Ooh, what's the offer? Is it on yarn?
No, it's on one of the bomber jackets behind me.
Ooh, okay.
I know what she's gonna say.
No.
Wait. Oh no, she's gonna say yes because she asked me why I didn't accept it earlier.
She said, "I say yes." There you go.
Guys, my wife, Jimmy, I know you talk about that, and this is not pressure on anyone else. Well, dear, you can go ahead and accept that offer. Go ahead. You have the power in your hands, in your phone.
The power is vested in you.
But, I do have a shout out for everybody that, if you could do this as a couple, it's really fun. Once again, Yakov, this is no pressure to your wife because your wife is awesome.
No pressure.
Sounds like a great mom. She does really good. But Jimmy, I know you love your wife being able to help. And like you said, when she gets to see what stuff's going for her, they get involved. My wife is such a great help. She did photos of all the busted yarn because I have to send it to a buddy. His wife, makes hats and scarves and stuff. And so she helps with photos and she lists the clothing for us. What's that like? What have you seen that dynamic, especially with your spouse? I know you said you try to get your kids involved.
Yeah.
But what's that been like, man?
It's it's awesome. I'll start off by saying, we have older kids, so I can't even imagine, and I don't imagine she would have as much time to help if we had younger kids.
Right.
We have teenage boys, 19 and 16, so that definitely gives us a lot more time to work on it. And her being able, her willing to help and being able to help is awesome. And she enjoys she every Saturday morning she goes to yard sales with me. She's up in the morning. She's riding along with me. I'm bad. Everybody's gonna say, "What do you even sell, Jimmy?" I'm navigating and finding the sales, and she's driving. I hook it up. I find the sales on the treasure map, and I kind of navigate. And
turn right.
Yeah, so it's awesome. It definitely helps. It's why I'm able to focus on it and grow it to where I have. She's definitely a huge help. It's and it gives us something in common that we can do together and enjoy our Saturdays. There's definitely a lot of times where we're just in the car driving laughing because we're both like to joke around and have fun, and we pick on each other. That's just, after being married for 20 years, that's just kind of what you do. You joke around with each other, pick on each other, and make each other laugh.
Yeah. And my goal with my wife, because I know you mentioned it, is so that I'll still be doing my full-time job. I love my full-time job. But it's so my wife can take over the business side. And one of our goals is to probably be in Colorado to celebrate, Jimmy. So we're working on this for next summer.
All right.
We want to come visit you guys, Dan. Really, we want to see a little bit of Colorado anyway.
Yeah.
I know it's beautiful there, but dude, it'll just be so much fun.
Just drive down, take a truck so you can grab as much inventory as you can, and then run back home.
He's like, I'm not coming to see you. I just want to hit those yard sales.
Yeah, Jimmy, are you taking a right? I'm gonna take a left.
All right.
But no, I do. I want to come hang out with everybody. You guys have been such a great community. I know Aaron's out there. You're out there. Just the folks that I've gotten to know, and that's an area we haven't been before. A lot of what we do is to go celebrate, and we also want to say this is what sourcing is like for some of the people in different areas and places, and so we're kind of looking forward to that, and I'm hoping that'll be the time frame that we can celebrate, a cool trip with. We're trying to get through tax season, so
yeah.
Once we get through the beginning of the year.
My tax season last year was surprisingly pleasant.
What were don't get into specifics, what were your sales going into that you filed as far as reselling went?
Well, what do you mean?
So like when you said, all right, I'm paying taxes on this much amount of money, what were your sales for 2019?
I don't know. I have to go look. I don't remember.
Okay. Well, so you don't seem concerned about it. So that's good news for me. Okay.
No, I do think, people, I have everything goes through one bank account. So I literally can just print off my, what's it called? My
Bank statement.
And I can do everything right off. I mean, everything's right. Because this account is only for business, and that's it. If I take cash out of it, that cash is being spent on inventory. So it's really easy for me. The keeping track of everything is really easy when you do it that way. I highly recommend doing it that way. If you don't, keep it completely separate. So much easier to keep track of.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to open up my account just for this.
Me too.
It will get easier to do. I've saved so many receipts and all my invoices, and
I'm thinking of doing GoDaddy. I'm still not.
I use GoDaddy to keep track of every transaction. So if I need the records, I have them.
Right. Shout out to this guy real quick. This is a good buddy of mine. He's a phenomenal bass player. He plays for the worship team at our church. He's just and guys, enter some of the contests that if his name's in it, you might win, because he wins every contest he's ever entered. But Aaron, let me know if you're still in there. Do you have any more sales? He got 2 sales in his first 20 listings already, man. I was so excited for him.
Wow. Not bad. What are you selling?
Hey, he's looking around the house, man. He's doing it the smart way. He's finding stuff that he doesn't have to go buy, that he doesn't need anymore, and he's getting listings done. But he reminded me on something that would encourage you too, Jimmy, because I do forget about this. He asked me, he goes, can I send you some questions I have about reselling? What about shipping? What about this? And I forget that there's this huge audience that have come through this pandemic that don't know the things that we all struggled with in our first, month or two. And I was like, I should probably do a shipping video. I should probably do have you ever thought about that, of revisiting kind of some of the first steps?
It's not a bad idea. I mean, yeah, it's hard to believe how far I've come with shipping. You're right. When I first started, I did have a little bit of an advantage though, because when I did this for a company.
Your previous job.
I sold on eBay for a company, and I literally ran it all. So I knew how to ship when now did I have my own label?
But you were a mechanic also, no?
I was a mechanic, and then when I had my medical issues, I had to take a customer service job.
Right.
So that's when, and then I started doing the customer service on eBay, and then I took over the eBay for the company. So that's how I learned eBay. But yeah, and so, obviously there's the 1 pound cutoff, and everything below a pound, you need to have your own boxes or BOA mailers that are not USPS, that are not the post office, so you can ship it first class.
Yep.
You can't put a first class item in a priority mail box and ship it. There's a good chance it's going to come back. Yeah. So the one without the label, without the writing on it, you would put something that weighs less than a pound in that, so you can ship it first class. And I didn't know that when I first started. So stuff like that, yeah, that's huge. And I kind of did a video about that a little bit, why.
Oh, dude, you know how many of these I wasted? Because I learned that. I put it in here, and you know what I did?
Don't get caught.
I was like, I just threw away a valuable bag.
Because I've never done anything like that, Josh.
No,
I
never sold something, only profited $15 and then had to pay $40 for shipping. I've never done that. I've never. It's not a video called "Oops, I Did It Again." That was, I think, my 3rd video I ever made. There's so
my
many
second video is pretty impressive.
Hold on.
Make pennies.
Speaking of videos, that part 2 that you promised us 2 weeks ago.
I gave you a live, and I'm gonna make a part 2 live. That's it.
Jimmy, we're gonna have this is a YouTube intervention.
Here we go. Are we that late in the night already?
Yakov recorded a video. It's his last video that he published. and tells everybody to wait to see what he gets, to tune back in for part 2. Do you know he didn't even film a part 2? He filmed a part 1 only. I said, did you chop it into 2 parts because it was too long? He goes, no, I didn't film the other part.
What's a movie that took a lot of years to make the second movie? Like that's Yankee. He made the first movie 30 years later. There'll be the second one.
Okay, I'll do it. Fine.
Yeah,
so then you told me,
Top Gun's coming.
Jimmy, you're gonna make me my thumbnail because I have no time to make thumbnails.
And not in a good way. You're the Top Gun of resellers, and not in a good way. I'm just joking.
Incredibles 2. He's gonna get there one day. But and then that's what he told me. He gave me the excuse last night. He's gonna punt it. He's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna do a live and I'll show people what I got." I was like, "That was 2 weeks ago." I was like, "No, Jakob, only announce part 1 and part 2." When
I don't know how to get subscribers and likers. I just throw things out there, and hopefully it hits one day, and hopefully people will subscribe. And if they do, great. If they don't, oops.
Man, it was so funny. He told me that. I said, Jakob, that was so cool. When is part 2 coming out? He goes, oh, I haven't filmed it.
On a serious note, though, it's kind of one of my rules. That's why it was easy for me to promote Josh. When I saw what he was doing, he had content available. I'm not going to say, hey, and no offense, but I'm not going to say, hey, go check out Yankee. There's one video there.
Right.
Like, don't check me out. Just subscribe.
Right.
So the first step is having that content. Now, could it be terrible like my content or my older content? Yes, it can be. But you got to have that content, because then if you don't, there's nothing to promote. There's nothing to say, hey, go check out this channel.
Right.
Hot Shots Part 2.
Part 2.
So that's the first thing. Start putting out that content. Try to make sure there's some good information in there to help sellers learn something. And, so then people can say, hey, I've seen this guy's put out some videos, and he has some good content. I recommend checking it out.
Do you know why Jakob's my co-host?
Because he doesn't do anything else?
Because he had 70 subscribers with no videos.
Hey, you know what? I've said it before. You've got a really good energy.
He does.
You have a, you're like a happy. You're always like right now. You're smiling, right? Like you have a really good energy.
Thank you.
You have like it's kind of like everybody loves to watch Krillin, right? You have that like no, but not in the split like
exactly.
People love to watch Krillin, and sometimes they can't explain it. He just has like this natural like draw to him. You have the same thing. I've told you before. Like if you put out videos, I'm gonna watch them. You have like a good energy to you that people want to see.
Even with your dash cam doing this the whole time, like I still watched all of it. Jimmy, you hit it right on the head. And
you have to watch it.
Jakob, and he even tells me, he goes, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna keep doing your show with you until you kick me off." And I was like, "No, Jakob, I love our dynamic that we get to have on here.
Yeah.
I love it. It's honestly, it's two people that you wouldn't expect to talk and hang out, and I relate to him as a dad, as a hardworking dad, as what he's trying to do. Well, I've gotten to know his kids and their schooling and stuff. We relate to people on a life level, not just a reseller level. Yep. Yes, I do get on him. And I'm going to constantly do that, Jakob. I just want you to know. I'm like, make the stinking videos, because you keep telling people you're going to do it. If you don't tell them you're going to do it, I won't harass you. But you're so right, Jimmy. I knew Jakob was a moderator in every single live that I went to, because he already had a following without even wanting to be a following.
Oh, damn.
Hey guys, sorry about I'm getting a new holster.
It's not happening. Whose live was I on today?
That's how my videos look right now.
On Eric's live, on OBX's live today, and I was on for an hour with my car, and forget it. I was going through rough traffic, and it was just road rage all the way.
Camera right here, and I'll be like this. That's why my videos are so bad. I'm like, let's turn around. I'm like the drummer Karate Kid. I'm like,
I wear the. Do you have a strap for that?
they don't make it in 5X.
All right. Do you have a
I have
bunch?
a swimsuit in 5XL. Do you need it?
Do you have a bunch
Use a
of
bungee cord, all right? Did you have to put that up on live TV?
What? See, I wear the backpack GoPro clip. Bro, my last video, I was so embarrassed. This is how I filmed my footage the whole time. Guys, check out this little effect shot that I found.
I mean, this thing on my shoulder looks like a little Tic Tac sitting on my shoulder. And then
Hey, nobody calls you out for having a camera.
This is how you hear it because it's so close to my face. It's right here. So,
but that's why you're not giving any live.
No. He's doing Darth Vader.
I play music in my videos and drown the sound because it's like Darth Vader at yard sale.
Yes, Darth Vader yard sale. How much do you want?
How much for the Luke?
But man, I pick on myself too. You know what else I've figured out with my GoPro? How many times I clear my throat. Dude, it drives me insane. I'm on there and I'm like, I pick up an item and I'm like, I didn't even notice it. And I'm like, gosh, I sound like I'm 80 years old. I've been a smoker my whole life. Like,
I did not know that I say 70 times a sentence either.
Oh, I stop. When I talk, I stop for like a second, catch my train of thought, and then continue.
And then I'm like, all right, guys. Why do I say guys? I say everybody. Hey, everybody. And I have to go and I still
world.
I'm editing the video.
My wife knows this. I smack my lips right before I start a sentence to record. I have it on. I go, all right, and I hear that little like. I could probably edit 20 minutes of that together. I have to cut it out before I start every sentence. It irritates me.
Home beans, old school breathes. That's me. I have some outtakes that are not family friendly.
You see, Cajun says that I got honked, 2 to 3 times today driving. Paying attention to live while driving.
At that estate sale that had all the trains, there was another YouTuber there. I didn't know who they were, but they had one where the camera was like basically belly level. Like it had like over the shoulder, but then it had a strap around the waist, and the camera sat right in the middle of their belly. That was interesting.
Yeah, Harry Tornado spoke about.
If I wore one like that on my belly, you guys would see what's in the room before I get in the room.
I think of weird stuff to do for YouTube content that only people that get my sense of humor would appreciate. It would have so little views, but I want to clip the GoPro on where it's facing my face the whole time and where I'm like, ooh, look at this that I found, and you never see the product, and I never say what it is. I'm like, these will go for $30.
That's like a good video that I should do.
You're like, you want to see? No.
That'd be perfect in my channel.
No, but I film it like I think the camera's facing the other way the whole time. So I'm just like, oh yeah, I always mess up and I don't put this in front of the camera. Look at these. Man, they're in great condition.
Look at these shoes. Look at them.
And all you see is the face the whole time. I'm like, guys, check it out. Check it out. Hold on. Can you see it? Yeah. This sells for $20 every week. And just people are just ticked for like 15 minutes with nothing. No content.
That'd be great.
Have you ever had a video where you recorded it and you had like a booger or something that was like been there?
This ear.
Sorry guys, there won't be a video today.
This ear, I left it on there, but this ear, it looks like I tried to pierce my ear with a needle. I don't know what it was. It was a scab that was bleeding. And I'm like, hey, everybody, blah, blah, blah. And I have this bloody ear the whole time. Bro, Dan, Prodigy was like my go-to band for the longest time. It's a little hidden gem. Hidden gem.
I remember that song.
Prodigy was, man, I wanted to cut my hair like that.
They were scary.
They were.
Yeah, no video tomorrow. I won't have a video tomorrow.
Oh.
My wife's over there shipping all. She pulled all my orders and shipped them. I guess I won't do a video. Shucks.
or you can just do the insert a Photoshop of that item
Right? I'll be like, I saw this.
right here. So like it wouldn't even be on the hand. It's like just floating, like right here because you didn't line it up right.
That's a lot of work.
You know,
Damn.
Yakov, it's what gets the views, Yakov.
Forget what gets the views. I don't have the time for getting views.
I think the best way to get views is well. The first thing is you got to get the content out there. You're not
Yeah.
going to get views without content.
Yeah.
Unless you like get, but Instagram is really good for what we do. Like getting,
Yeah.
and then putting the link in your bio, and then sharing the thumbnail and saying check out. It's helped my subscriber count a little bit. This is just.
But there's no, you know what? What we brought up with Dan last time was like one of the reasons you stop with your lives and whatnot is because you have to focus in on eBay specifically. For me specifically, I gotta focus in on work and I gotta focus in on eBay. The focusing in on YouTube, why we're coming back around. The focusing in on YouTube. What's so funny?
Because this is the argument you used last week.
It's the truth.
He goes, I'm not working on YouTube because I'm focusing on my business. And I said, have you listened to anything? And he's like, no. And I was like,
honestly, my best advice, I know you love selling electronics, but I recommend finding something that's easier to process and get listed.
Yeah.
Then it's hard to sell VCRs and electronics when you're spending a lot of time testing them or even trying to fix them or whatever.
Finding a remote, a power cord.
That's what I
consider. If you enjoy it, then I'll go for it. If you enjoy it, then then do it.
Like if it doesn't make content, to me, like YouTube doesn't bring a paycheck. And it will take years, if not months, if not years, to even see a penny coming out of it.
But Yakov,
what? YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't given up on it, but I'm definitely not that guy that says, "Oh, go subscribe." You know, I'm not over promoting, and
you haven't made it the focus.
It's not. You know, I enjoy it. I want it to be fun. When I decided to focus on eBay, that's, you know, it's gonna go to the back burner for sure.
And Yakov, he said it so right. I know you like selling VCRs because you put a video out. People are gonna, no matter what, even if it's not for the views. Yakov, you've done 2 reselling videos and you're up to 140 subs.
Yep.
People want to see whatever you do. You could list one item, make it a 6-minute video, and people are wanting to just know what you like to sell. They know because you're in live chats, but dude, they like you. Jimmy hit it right on the head, man. They like what you do.
But if I only go live, it's fine. Why do I have to make the video? Because I have to edit it and do so on and so forth. And then
it does take work. That's the hard part. That's the hard part with eBay. Guess what? Buying the item's so much fun. You have to list it.
That's why, you know, that's why I simplified it for now. You know, I've said, you know, and whatever. If it takes off, if the channel takes off, then I'll put some more focus into it. But right now, like you said, it's not making any money. I'm doing it for fun and doing it to help other sellers. But right now, I have to focus on eBay. So you're gonna get, you know, my videos aren't like, I don't think they're crap, but like I've simplified it. Like I've simplified the editing for me. It's not, and I hate that I had to do it that way, but I can now edit one of these the new type of videos I'm doing. I edit it in 45 minutes now. Instead of there's videos that I've put out that I've spent 4 hours on. There's no question I've spent 4 hours on a video. You know, doing all the little effects, doing the B-roll, and I just had to decide: do I want to? And I want to do that kind of stuff, but not right now. Like I just I don't have the time. I don't have the energy, all of it. Especially in the summer. Like right now, man.
It's source time.
I have so much inventory that I'm processing every day, and I'm sourcing 3 times a week, 4 times a week.
Yakov, I'll put it to you this way, buddy. How many items did you even show in your last video?
1, if not 2.
Right. You were in your car talking about going to those. You got 50 views on a video where you didn't even have an item.
Yeah.
That, like,
Wow.
you could talk and have no edits, no cuts. Dude, it's awesome, man.
I don't even look at it that way. I look at it like, all right, I have 50 views. I need to like up my game, otherwise it's just gonna go.
Nope. I did like Jimmy, man. I stopped concentrating on that because if you can, you'll drive yourself crazy.
Yep.
Here's your what's the little star that used to shoot on after cartoons? It was like your whatever moment. Here's the touching moment of the night. When somebody says, "Thank you for sharing that information about this."
Yep.
I go, "Sweet. Somebody else just found an item that they walked by every single day that they didn't know they could make money on." Or somebody will go, "Man, I really like the way you did your bumper." And they're like, "How'd you do it?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's an app on a cell phone." If I can answer a question and be some kind of resource. Otherwise, Jimmy's exactly right. Don't do YouTube and just crush it in sales.
Yeah.
Some of the best eBay stores that are running right now, they don't have YouTube channels. True. Because they're crushing it in eBay. So
try to simplify it. Like, come up with a plan. Like,
there it is. The more you know.
you're a smart guy. You know, come up with a plan that simplifies it. Like, come up with a plan. Say, okay, you only do one video a week, and then come up with the plan for that video. Like, in this video, I am going to do this, and try to shorten it. Like, make the video, make the video shorter. You know, when you make your plan, say, okay, and this video is only going to be 10 minutes long. So my plan has to fit in this 10-minute video. So you don't get overwhelmed, so you're not editing for a long time.
My thing that I'm still stuck at is, how do you justify? Like, right now, I'm justifying this live. The live I did yesterday, I was in the middle of paperwork. But the live that I'm doing right now, I justify as my enjoyment time. Yeah. My time that I relax and so on and so forth. Justifying making a YouTube video, spending countless amount of hours thinking about how to get it done, what am I going to do, and so on and so forth. Is my time well spent, rather just focusing on sourcing, on listing, and on shipping?
Yeah. No, you're right. And
that's why my theory is to just go live. And when I'm available, okay, I'm going to go live random. And here's part 2 of the episode. Here are all the items I found. And let's sit and talk.
Yep. No, I get it. And it's the same approach, but it's a totally different approach that I've taken. And I know that sounds weird, but like, I have made the decision to back off of lives.
Yeah.
I don't have a regular scheduled live show anymore. I honestly said I'm not going to do lives at all anymore.
Thank you, Jimmy.
You guys are awesome, and so I definitely wanted to come on your guys' show, I'm stepping.
I love your live. Your Friday lives. I missed it already.
I know. I don't.
So here,
like, there's those Fridays. There's been days I'm not home till 3:00 after yard sales. I'm worn out, and I'm like, I don't want to do anything but, sit down and relax after a day of yard sales. I know that sounds crazy, but I don't like. It's a fast and furious the way I go to yard sales. Like,
yeah,
I go to a ton of sales. If I don't see anything there, I'm out of there in the car and I'm gone to the next sale. So, and I'm obviously not in stellar condition. So I wear myself out every Friday. Like, I'm tired.
Right.
I'm just like, and it was like you said, like, how do I justify all these hours I'm spending on lives when when eBay can be making me a ton of money?
Right.
So I did the same thing you did, but on a different. I took away the lives, and I'm focusing on the pre-recordings now.
Yep.
And eBay more than anything, eBay.
Yeah. And that's what it's going to be. Whatever you. Sorry, I laughed while you were talking again, Yakov, because I instantly thought you recorded yourself talking for 20 minutes. You could have made that part 1 and part 2 and had 2 weeks worth of content. But seriously, that's how easy it is.
Yeah.
You're in your car. I showed you how to do your little picture-in-picture stuff.
But I still had to edit. I still had to spend an hour after all the recording to do all that, and then come
Jakob,
to a thumbnail and pray that people will watch it.
You just went live for 2.5 hours last night.
And that was awesome. I had a blast.
Right.
I know, but guess what? You could have also just done your paperwork and edited a video for an hour, and you would have had content for next week.
Yeah, but I don't get to talk to people.
That's your choice. See, you nailed it right there. You like doing this. Just be consistent with people doing that. Your Monday did really good last night. Pick one night. I thought of this other great idea.
I have my one night with you. I'm trying to get people to come here.
Yes, but people like you, Jakob. They like you.
Yeah, we don't like Josh.
Josh sucks.
Come on, man.
Boo. Yeah.
I'm just joking.
No, but I like this. Jakob, you're typically what, 6 p.m. Friday? No, nothing, right?
Yeah. Well, typically in the winter, at least. In the summer, it goes to 4.
I think this would be super healthy for you.
That's
I think you should post your video at 6 p.m. on Friday. Schedule it to go out 6 p.m. on Friday, because then you can't look at how it does until Saturday night.
Screw.
Let it do what it's going to do. And that way it's not a focus for you.
Can't you tell that everybody wants to see you in a pre-recorded? We all want to see you do your pre-recorded. No, I mean, I get it. No, I get it, though.
I do too.
Because, another thing, if I'm going to give you my best advice, focus on eBay and grow that eBay.
100%.
The best advice I can give to anybody is, because I'm telling you guys right now, I had my best month ever last month. It was amazing. Like, literally, mechanic, what? I don't need to be a mechanic because I've made way more as a reseller.
I'm actually thinking of having any breakdowns or any issues with my car to just bring you in on FaceTime and whatnot.
Yeah, it's your new name, the Skeptical Thrifter.
That's a great name. It's a great name.
Every live.
Here's my name at this point. It's very difficult.
Every live, Jimmy, just so you know.
Dan gave a whole list of them.
It's an intervention for Jakob to just do something different for the week. Our very first live is so he would actually refund a person because he was refusing to do it.
Oh, come on.
He was like, no, I think they're lying. I'm not giving them their money back. I was like, Jakob, it's not worth you fighting. It's a wheel?
And you still have me on your live.
We got people asking for T-shirts now. Come on.
I know. Jakob, the reason I say to do pre-recorded is because when you do them, you're getting 50, 70, 90 views. You're getting views that other people would beg for on your basic content.
Yeah, I mean, I just released a video today. Let's see how stellar it's doing.
I was number 5.
I'll tell you right now, it's not doing very stellar. It's got 32 views. Heyo.
The pessimistic picker. But man, I love it, man. Like, I love having you on this show. Jimmy, thank you so much, dude. Like, thank you for, and I was nervous. Jakob was the one that said it, and he was like, can Jimmy jump on the show? And I was like, Jimmy's gonna say no. We just talked about this. We're like, I know he's doing really good, and because Dan was even saying how good you were doing. And then he was like, I'm down, and I was like,
the last time you're seeing Jimmy on a live, so give all good wishes and so on and so forth now, or just comment on his videos, people.
the procrastinating pre-recorder. Part 2 coming in 2022.
How do I justify this? I do this, but I don't want to do this. I don't have time, but I do have time.
You know what? Believe it or not, if you really watch my video, that's basically what I was saying. I really don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. I'm getting home. 3 o'clock. We got to get going.
Jakob, seriously, when this live's over, walk around and just show your death pile for 5 minutes and then post it.
I'm just afraid of that. That would just get me
what, views and comments?
Embarrassed and how much I really have to list and what I have to do.
And this whole community will encourage you the whole time, dude. They do. Every time.
just like, who's some of your favorite resellers to watch?
Who is my favorite resellers to watch? Obviously both of you. I watch. Who do I watch? Here, I'll go through my subs. Harry Tornado, Tommy Bernard, but Tommy I watch at nighttime before I go to sleep and whatnot. Joey's good. Mountain Man Treasures has a lot of good content.
Yeah, Troy's good.
Cat has great content coming out. The Rev has good content. Now he's a little bit of slowdown because he's doing the other song. Part-time Pickers.
Yeah.
Every morning.
Yep.
Mr. Beast. All the time.
So
Redneck Resells.
We all started. We all had our favorite people to watch. And so I kind of went back recently. You know, obviously I'm doing my videos like Lonnie does, similar to what he's doing, whatever. That's just because I saw how simple he makes it, but it's, you know, it works for him.
It's effective, yeah.
Effective. But I recommend going, you know, watching some of the videos, and I'm not saying copy them by any means. That's not what I'm saying, but watch what they do. Like, watch how they break it into little clips. It's not one long drawn out clip. They break it into little clips. There's transitions between, and they'll go over here. You know, in my videos, I'm showing you what I sold, but then I'll come over here and I'll show you about my lights, or I'll show you, like in my video today, I'm going to show you my plan because my sales have been a little bit slower. I'm showing you my plan on how I plan on boosting my sales. Like and so that's what I was saying when I say come up with ideas. Like, you know, okay, I'm going to show you a couple things that I sold, and then I'm going to take you over here and show you how I do this, or what's going on with this VCR combo unit, or whatever. And split it up though. Don't do it all in one shot. Break the shots up, and then bring them together. Try, you know, the biggest thing you will learn recording videos is to not make mistakes, so you don't have to edit as much. The amount I edit now compared to when I first started is way less, because I'm like focused and I have a plan written out and I have ideas in my head. So I try not to make all those mistakes, because early on I was making so many mistakes and I would spend so much time editing out those mistakes and cutting out this part and cutting out that part. So that's when I say make a plan. That's the whole idea behind the plan. Is now you have a plan, and so you have an idea what you're going to do, and it will help prevent mistakes when you're recording.
So good, man. That's good wisdom, everybody. That's good wisdom. I shout out to Joey. What's up, buddy? You must be up late because you just pulled like $1,000 card or something. I like Joey's never up this late, so he must have something good happening. But Jimmy, you're so right, man. The book YouTube Secrets, I checked it out on my flight down to Florida. Audiobook, because I don't like reading. I like listening. But that was one of their biggest things. They said, you know, a show that has 12 episodes to do, you know, they write those episodes out before they film them, right?
Right, yeah.
Why? Because they want to get it done they have to pay the actors for every day that they keep them there. They want to get the whole season filmed as fast as they can to get it done. They know how the season's going to end. I started picking up, all right, I want to cover these 3 videos in the next 2 weeks. What do I need to film to do that? What do I need to do that? How long am I going to work on it? That yarn video took me 40 minutes to film and 15 minutes to edit.
Yeah.
I mean,
because you know, back in the day, I used to, like, when I would end my videos, like, why did I go off on that tangent?
Right.
Why did I walk over there? Why was I, you know? And now when I have a plan, it's like, okay, I already know what I'm going to talk about in this, and I already know where I'm going to shoot it. Like, it's all thought out in my head or written down or whatever. Like, you know, and so, you know, I'll just jot it down. It's not like I write it out exactly what I'm going to say, but I'm going to talk about selling video games to help boost my sales. And so then I knew, and I'm not going to lie, like, I put all my video games on the same table over there right next to each other so I could record them. Like, it was planned out, so it prevented me from making mistakes when I was shooting the video.
Right.
So, I don't know. That's
Ken says, thanks, Dan. That was good too. YouTube creator, be creative. Be you. It sounds so cheesy, but Yakov, you haven't tried to be anybody else. You've been Yakov, and people like Yakov.
Yep.
People like Jimmy. Like I want to do. What? Dude, I've loved your videos. I love the concept of, like you said, you're like, hey, you're wearing yourself out, not doing the live. I love when people do this, but I've caught myself skipping through because I want to see the stuff on the table. I want the snapshot view. What you got? What did you pay for it? I'm pumped because I'm like, Jimmy's gonna make $700 off of today's trip. You know, the sourcing stuff's cool, but because I don't do well at yard sales, I don't like watching yard sales. That's just me.
I get it. No, I get
Thrift stores, I just like seeing what their prices are. You know, am I paying too much at mine? Am I getting it better? But like what Jimmy's doing, he's not copying Lonnie. He's found something that works really good for him. I love seeing his basement. Straight up. I love it. But that's the cool thing, man. Jimmy's being Jimmy.
Right.
Jimmy's being smart. He shows off those toys in the background, so he makes people want to buy them.
Man, it's starting to thin out over there. I sold a bunch of toys.
Yakov's in front of this bookcase the whole time, and he tells everybody they can't buy any of them.
Oh, yeah. Nobody can touch anything in the back here. But it's you guys wouldn't even understand it anyway. So that's it.
They have Google Translate.
Yeah, go try Google translating this stuff.
Good night, Kelly.
Also drastically different.
Yeah.
Josh is stuck in he's locked in a little closet.
Yep.
Yakov has like the most important looking books ever.
I'm just gonna talk right here. I'm gonna just do product placement. Guys, so you know.
Yeah, as Josh said, he can't wait for Christmas because he'll have a tree in his background, and he's making me put a menorah on mine.
Oh yeah. We did talk about that for Christmas.
That'll be cool. What are you guys gonna do for Halloween?
We don't think about Halloween.
We do a big thing at church, and it's gonna be different this year. We do like a trunk or treat. We had 6,000 people show up last year.
Isn't it not a, how do you call it? Isn't it not a religious quote unquote holiday?
No, it's a kids get candy holiday, and so we say let's give them the best place to get candy and be safe. They're gonna go get candy anyway. Let's give them a safe place to do it. So this year's different. We're going through the whole thing. We're thinking of doing like a really long drive-through, so kids don't have to get out of cars, but they can stop at stations and get candy.
You guys should dress up on your live that week.
You know what? I'll probably put something on. Might as well.
Would it be appropriate to wear a mask? Okay.
I'll put on scrubs. I'll put a mask. Good idea. There you go. I'll dress as a real nurse. Not the fake one that's right over here.
Yakov, you should just wear a hazmat suit.
You guys should make masks of each other and wear.
No, that's easy.
I don't have a logo yet. I have to figure out what is Yakov Ben's gonna get a logo with. I'm gonna probably have to get like some Hebrew lettering in it.
Now they've already told you what your logo is.
Like a cartoon picture of you, like a cartoon anime type picture of you.
Oh, that's
like
easy.
Dave Tesla picker has?
Yeah.
No, it's just Adam Sandler. You just hold up.
Yeah, there you go.
Adam Sandler. But you should change it every week. It should be like wedding singer Adam Sandler, little Nicky Adam Sandler.
You know what? We're gonna open our Hanukkah episode with 8 Crazy Nights playing.
Oh, E-Will's taking it down the rabbit trail.
No. It's that time of night. That's what happens at this hour.
It does. No, man.
Over there, huh?
Where's Krillin?
Yeah, he's still finishing up his Taco Bell. Let me see. He ordered the number 6.
Number 6
Chicken
with
all
extra
the way.
chicken.
Chicken all the way. Supreme Doritos Locos Taco. 2 nachos and a Diet Pepsi.
Bam.
Hold on. Sorry. I forgot to add. And guacamole.
Guacamole. And say hi to my YouTube friends, right?
No. Let me turn you guys down. You guys, like, I'm trying to place my order here. Let me turn you guys down. But
Only
Krillin's the
Krillin.
same way,
Only
man.
Krillin.
People, Tommy and Tracy know it. If you watch their show, they're like, Krillin, hurry up, jump in. Why?
You know,
Because people want to
I'm
stay. They
what-
want to watch. They want to.
I'm curious. I'm curious to find out how much his Consuela video came out to. How many views that Consuela got? And that lasted for maybe a minute. That was his whole video, a minute.
All right, Ken. Well, we're about to wrap it up. I got
literally
2 more questions for you, Jimmy. These are short, quick answers.
All right.
One YouTuber that you're watching that's not a reseller, like one that you like just for the influence or the editing, that's not a reseller.
Daniel Batal.
Daniel Batal.
Yep, he does videos on the video editor that I use, Filmora.
Nice.
I learned a lot of the little editing stuff that I'm doing watching his videos, and he also teaches you about like thumbnails and some of the things to do to help draw people to your channel. So
yeah, get them to stop when they're scrolling and get them to pay attention. It's good. Last question we've been trying to ask everybody on here, especially for the resellers. For example, this could be a literal item, it could be a figurative something. But if you could do one thing that really helps the whole world, so let's say everybody made a purchase from you, what's one thing that you could put in that box that would just make the world a better place? It could be an emotion. It could be an item. Like, for instance, Yakov said money, but I said a smile. Like, if I could put a smile in every single box to make somebody's day brighter, what's one thing that you could put in every single Uncle B sale that would help the world be a better place?
Wow. I don't know. That's a tough question. Let me think for a second.
And it could be something unique to you, man. It could be whatever you want.
You could even steal Josh's answer and say a smile.
Laughter.
I mean, I I'm a fan. Families always come first for me. Laughter for sure. Right? Just jar up a laugh.
Yeah, dude, that's good. That you can keep it simple. Like tangible.
I was gonna say like a picture of your kids, like if you're older or whatever, your picture of your kids or a family member, if you know, a pet, just a picture that means a lot to you. So like you may already have the picture, but you haven't looked at it in a while. It's buried in a box somewhere. So a picture that from your past that means a lot to you.
Don't worry, that's a good answer too. An ear to listen. It's really, really good. No, those are just the answers I've been asking the community because I love everybody's different perspective and how they do that. And Mrs. Flips, you are, gosh, I love you. She should not be up this late, guys. She already knows. Like, I'm gonna have so much like peace around her tomorrow. Otherwise, she's gonna be like, "No, I'm not gonna help you list. I'm going to bed."
Does she drink coffee? Make sure she has a coffee.
What time is she up?
She has to start her day at 8:30. She has to be logged in.
Get up and make sure she has her coffee. Even if that means you have to drive somewhere to get it.
I'm out the door sometimes before she's awake. That's the hard part.
All right. I tried.
So I usually call like midday and be like, hey, honey, how are you? How you doing? You doing good? But no, man, Jimmy, thank you once again so much for hanging out. Everybody in the chat, thank you for making this a fun night.
Yes,
my wife said it best. Lots of laughs tonight. This is why I love this community. Jimmy, once again, thank you so much. Dana, if you can, because I know people do go back and watch these long lives. If you could drop Jimmy's link in there one more time, if you came on late, please check out Jimmy's channel. I think you're at like 577. We want to get you to 1,000, man. You deserve it. You've been like grinding and working. Anything I can do to help you out, bro. I'm always going to be in debt to you, man. I always will be in debt to you.
Nah, man, I did it because I already knew this was going to be how you were going to take it to that next level. I already knew. And I'll thank you because I'm at 581 now. So you got me some subs. Anybody that subbed, thank you so much for jumping over. Hope you enjoy the videos. Hope you can learn a little bit from them.
Guys, Get him to keep doing those transitions. And right here, I'm telling you, sound effects. He's got it all down. I can't get that good yet. I'm not there.
Yeah, whatever.
But guys, once again, hit up Jimmy on Instagram. Check him out if you haven't subbed already. An incredible guy, an incredible dude. When I get to Colorado, I'm buying you at least a medium fry. Like, I'm gonna get you at least a medium.
No, man, I need a biggie fry. Wendy's.
But dude, I'll be touching base with you as it gets closer in the new year.
All right.
Once I know how much the IRS is gonna attack me. And hopefully all this other craziness dies down, because it was before anything. Me and my wife were like, we love talking to you guys. Oh, good job, Aaron. Aaron just subbed to you, man.
Thank you.
But we were like, Colorado would be a really, really cool place to go see. We just hear so much about it being beautiful. I got a lot of people from my church there. So I was like, let's go. And then I said something to Dan, and I was like, and Jimmy's there. Like, we already know a good community. So it'd be really cool to come chill with you all in just a little while. 583.
What?
583.
Thanks. That's awesome.
Well, guys, we're going to conclude it from here. Go out there, keep changing the world, have fun, sub to Yakov, sub to Jimmy.
Sub to Josh.
Join us.
I haven't subbed to him already.
Join us
because you're on his channel.
Next Tuesday, as we have another fun guest in the reselling community for the Josh and Jake live chat. Have a great night, everybody.